Hey everyone, Vintage Vinny here. Welcome to another haul video. Everything I'm going to be sharing with you today came from the Boonesboro Antique Mall, Beaver Creek Antiques, and Antique Crossroads. So I had my ingrown toenail removed on the 24th of May, and since the procedure didn't take too long and I was already out, I wanted to go to the local antique malls that are here, since I hadn't been in about a month. I did do a shop with me if you all would like to watch that. I'll link it in the card in the top right hand corner, and I'll also put it in the description box, so if you missed it, you can check it out. I did not get a chance to do a lot of filming in Antique Crossroads because they were closing and I wanted to make sure I got to all the booths that I wanted to. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Had a sneeze coming and I didn't want to make a very loud sound. So anyway, I stopped at Boonesboro and I also stopped at the two other antique malls that are local to me here. And I didn't get a chance to do a lot of filming in Crossroads because they were closing in about an hour. So we're going to check out everything from Boonesboro, then we're going to check out everything from Beaver Creek, and then everything from Antique Crossroads. So at Boonesboro, I only spent $32 and change. One booth that I did get some stuff from is 75% off. So I picked up a few things from this person. And the rest, you know, had a decent discount on some things, and some things were just really good deals that I couldn't leave, so, or were just really interesting and a good price. So let's go ahead and check it out, shall we? This, I have never seen this kind of glass before. It looks like it's got different people on it doing different things. I didn't get a chance to really look that up. I just took a chance at 40 cents, because that's a really good price. And then I found this purse here. And it looks Italian, like Italian sequins. It was made by Vivant by Sarnay, made in Hong Kong with Italian beads. So this looks like a purse from the 20s or 30s, but I think it's more like 60s. Or I could be wrong. Well, if it was made in Hong Kong, I'm thinking more 60s. But that's still a very fancy purse for, you know, the mid-60s. So I got that. This came out of the booth that was 75% off. This is just one of those candy containers in the shape of a car. So that'll probably be at my sale. I think somebody would really like to have that. Maybe fill it up with candy or, you know, whatever you'd like to do. So this perfume I had never heard of before. This is called New York Blossom by New York City. It says, made in the USA, manufactured for New York and Company. I'm sorry, not New York City. I did research that. I did not see any solds on eBay, and I just did a Google Lens search just to see. And I don't think that they make this stuff anymore, so that was definitely a chance that I was willing to take. So I'm not sure what I'm going to price this at. Maybe I'll price it a little high and take offers from there, because when you don't know, you just don't know, but you really want to take a chance, especially because perfumes are in my comfort zone. I'm going to stand up here so you guys can see this. These are Bavarian, make sure I'm getting them in the camera here, creamer and sugar set. There is the, Bavarian mark. No cracks or chips. These were also in that 75% off booth. And then I know somebody who loves boho is going to flip over this. So this has actually been in this person's booth for a while. As you can see, the adhesive has yellowed. But it's got a very nice boho look to it. Would be great in the bathroom or maybe even in your living room. Plastic flip top tissue holder. And I think somebody out there is going to love having this for their home. So these are the last 3 items that I got at the Boonesboro Mall. This came out of that 75% off booth. It's a Nabisco box. Ooh, let me focus that so you guys can see it better. There we go. There we go. That's better. So that was 75% off. Probably held a cookie or 2 at some point. And then I'm always looking for bins. You can never go wrong and have too many of these when you're organizing. These were $1 each and 10% off, so they were 90 cents a piece. You guys know, depending on where you buy your storage containers, they can be expensive. So anytime I can find them at a thrift store or even at a place like this, I will buy them. I mean, this is a Sterilite brand. And see, to get it for only 90 cents, I guarantee you this may have been like $7 or $8 in the store, depending on where you bought it. So those were some good pickups. So if you watched my Shop With Me video, you all saw that a lot of the prices at Beaver Creek Antiques are a little bit more than what I can usually spend. There are only a couple of booths that I'm able to really afford anything out of. There are some neat things in there, don't get me wrong, but it's a little bit more high-end. I mean, I'm sure you all loved that Art Deco booth. I got a lot of comments on that. So that was definitely worth showing, and I knew you all would really like it too. But the majority of these things came from a really decently priced booth, and then another booth that always runs half off of their original prices, and even some of their original prices are high, even with the when the discount is applied, it's still a little much. But sometimes you can find something. I only spent $16.43 on everything you're going to see. So let's go ahead and check this stuff out. So this was really cool. This is called Rave, How to Marry $100 Million, the Most Hated Man in Hollywood. So I'm curious to read about that. That's from 1953, and apparently that is the first issue of Rave. So that's a really cool thing to have. Move this tape out of the way. I don't want it getting caught on anything. I'm not really sure what attracted me to this. This is a grate for an old stove. I don't know. I think I just like the ornate look of it. I don't know that anybody would necessarily want it. I just thought it was really cool. Maybe to hang it on the wall or something. Because it's neat. Off of an old stove. Like I said, I was really looking for bargains. That's what I do when I go to antique malls or indoor flea markets. Now, if I see something really, really cool, and I really want it, or I think I have bought enough stuff to help me pay for it, at least cut down my cost of it, I will pick it up. But just wasn't the case this time. But I did find this really nice Shenango China restaurant ware. The gray and the pink screams 1940s, 1950s to me. Even pushing as early or as late as the early 60s. So I went ahead and picked that up. That was only a couple of dollars. Look at the starburst on this creamer. Love it. This came from that booth that was 50% off. I just love that design. I think that is just absolutely fantastic. And then we got this little, this little box here, and it's got a koi fish on it. I don't know, I think this might just be plastic and not Bakelite, but we'll see. He's a little bit loose. I have some screws that will fix that up, no problem. I'm gonna do my research just to make sure that it's not eBay worthy. If not, I'll be bringing it to a sale, of course. So the only other 2 items that I picked up at the Beaver Creek Antique Mall are these 2 triple-plated chrome finish ferro-type plates. Really, really cool. They're in their original sleeves, which makes them even cooler. They were sold at Sears back in the day. My original intention for purchasing these... Let me take one out of the sleeve for you so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So, it's got like kind of a rough finish on the back, but then it's like really... Oh, you can see my reflection. Hello! Really nice and shiny on the other side. So what I was thinking somebody could do is if they're a little apprehensive about putting glass on their wood furniture, they could go to a craft store, buy a piece of felt, and put it on the back here, and use this as a tray for your perfumes on your vanity or your dresser. I thought that would be a really neat idea, and plus you don't have to worry about breaking it because it's metal. So I got those for a really good price, and I thought somebody out there might like that idea. And I don't think it costs a lot of money to buy that felt at the craft store if you go to Walmart or something and buy it. And you have something you don't have to worry about breaking because it's metal. So I got 2 of those. I'll probably bring those to the sale tomorrow. Yeah, because you're going to see this on Friday. And I'm filming it on a Thursday. So yes, you'll be seeing this on a Friday. The sale is, when this airs, tomorrow. So those I thought were really cool. And plus I love the old paper envelopes they're in. And I don't think they'd be too difficult to ship either, because all you gotta do is throw them in one of those cardstock envelopes. I think they would they'd make it real well in there. Alrighty, so the last place that I visited was Antique Crossroads, and I did spend $40.07. I didn't find very much. I got like 6 things. One thing I did not get put in the video because we are using them. It was just a brand new set of stainless steel bowls. They were from the 90s, 80s or 90s. And I paid $5 for them. If I can find something usable, be it at an antique mall or in a indoor flea market that I think we can use now, I will pick them up. You all know that I feel if you have an antique store, you should be selling older things. You shouldn't be selling new, but you know, what are you going to do? Can't tell someone how to run their business. Anyway, so this is what $40 got me, minus those $5 bowls. I was really in love with this chartreuse-colored pottery piece. It's marked USA on the bottom. Can't wait to check out that booth again because they had really good prices on their stuff. I think I got this and this Czechoslovakian-made piece from that same booth. I think it was from that. Yeah, I got both of these pieces from that same booth. So it's marked made in Czechoslovakia. I'm not sure how old it is, but I really liked the colors. I thought that would be great for Halloween. Now there is a glass dealer in this booth, and for what they have really, really good prices on their glass pieces. So I spotted this Amberina piece. I have no idea who made it. I assume that the handle glows on it. Let me get my black light real quick. Oh, right in front of me. So the handle does light up, as you can see. I don't think the... Oh, yep, kind of lights up right here. So I'm going to do a little bit more research on that because some Amberina glass is worth selling on eBay. Some of it is worth putting in my sales. So we will see where that ends up. Oops, just knocked my stuff that I'm selling on Saturday. So I thought that was, those were some really good pickups. I think I've only got a couple more things, and then that'll be it for this video. Alrighty, so to conclude this video, these are my last 2 items. This I thought was really cool and would be an excellent piece to put out at Halloween. This is a Roy Rogers book. It's Roy Rogers and the Ghost of Mystery Rancho. Let's see when this came out. I want to assume that it was probably the 50s. Made by Whitman. Yep, I was right. 1950. So I love that cover, and like I said, that would be awesome for Halloween, don't you think? And then the only other item that I picked up at this antique mall was this Fenton Blue Stretched Glass Bowl here. This was actually my most expensive item at $12.30. I have a larger bowl, but if I wanted to display this on my shelf with all my deco pieces, this would be much better because it's smaller. But I love this blue stretched glass. This is probably from the 20s. So I think that that was a phenomenal deal for that. And folks, that is everything that I would like to share with you all from my trips to Boonesboro, Beaver Creek, and Antique Crossroads. Let me know down below in the comments section what were your favorite items from this haul. Don't forget to check out the shop with me so you can see where I shop and what kind of things they have to offer. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.